Right, so what this video is going to be over a series of the next 12 months is lots and lots of small videos, not very long at all, so I don't bore you to death. Broken down about the motorcycle training, CBTs, right the way through to the full power license, advanced stuff. I'm not an advanced instructor, by the way. I've just got experience in roadcraft and all the sort of riding techniques and all that sort of stuff, different techniques that we can use to make you safer on the road. Now, brief insight into me. Now, I run a training school down in the southwest of England. We've been training for nearly 20 years now, been riding a bike for nearly 30, so got a little bit of experience. I do maintenance on bikes, lots of riding, ride 7 days a week, teaching students, all that sort of stuff. So I have got a little bit of know-how and tech savvy on bikes. At some point, what we will do is a Q&A session with people. So if they want to ask us questions about things, then we can sort of give them some info regarding test, bike maintenance, clothing, just advice. Okay. So breaking it down, what we're going to start off with the first sort of few videos is all down to the CBT. Now with the CBT, just a brief insight, the CBT was introduced in 1990, 1st of December 1990. Now before the 1st of December 1990, all new riders or people that wanted to ride a motorbike could just jump on a 50cc or a 125 with no experience at all of riding a motorcycle. Then after 1st of December 1990, everybody that wanted to ride a 125 or a 50cc had to do a CBT course, all right, which is a really good course, to be fair. People say it's boring, and they say it's a pointless exercise. You just turn up and get a certificate. That is not the truth. The truth is that you come to the course, it's a day of training, might take a little bit longer, might be several days. Depends on your ability. People don't always pass it. They don't always pass the CBT. It's a course to make sure that you're safe to be on the road. If we deem as instructors that you're not safe to be on the road, you will not get a certificate at the end of the day, okay? And people do get really arsy about it purely because they've been told or read online that you cannot fail it. You can't fail it, you just don't complete it, which is pretty much a fail, really, all right? But we do have all different levels of ability. Now, regards to CBT, you must have either a provisional license or a full driving license to do a CBT. Okay, there are 5 different sections on the CBT course. The first one is the introduction, which is saying about when it started and why it was introduced. Also, it'll tell you, will teach you about the weather conditions, what to expect in the weather conditions, and the equipment and clothing. Okay, so what I'll do in the next video will be talking about the equipment and clothing, and I'll break it down in stages. So we're just talking about helmets, okay, and then the next video will be maybe about gloves. Next video will be about jackets and trousers. The next one will be boots, and so on and so forth. All right, so that's the element A. Okay, it's broken down into elements. Element B will be looking at machine controls and how they all work. All right, so we'll do maintenance checks on them. Okay, and again, that'll be a different video again. And it'll be also, element B will include wheeling the bike around sort of to the left and to the right, and pulling away and stopping, starting the engine, and all that sort of stuff. All right. Element C, that course is another part of the CBT, which means basically the actual riding, the fun part of the actual CBT, where you're actually riding around figure of 8, stopping and starting exercise, emergency stops, little routines to do before we go on the road, like the OSM, PSL, which is observation, signal maneuver, precision speed, lifesaver. And it basically prepares you for the road. Element D will be talking about the highway code, effects of drink driving, weather conditions, and road conditions, and what to look out for when on the road. Okay, then we come down to the final section. The final section of the CBT is element E, which is actually going on the road, and the road ride will last for about 2 hours, and that is covering sort of junctions, roundabouts, obstructions, pedestrian crossings, all sort of the main sort of stuff you get on the roads. The video itself won't be 2 hours long, it'll just be a brief sort of breakdown of it all. So that's what we're going to start off with. So the next video I'm going to do will be about helmets. Okay, so if you're in the market for buying a helmet, going to a CBT, buying a helmet before you turn up, then I'll give you advice or point you in the right directions and give you advice on what helmets to go for. So you've got various different helmets. So we'll continue that one in the next video. So you just have to bear with me with the editing and the way this is going to work at the moment, but eventually hopefully I'll get it and it'll look more professional. All right,